Chapter topic is flow chart. Okay, flow chart nothing but here you can see first definition of flow chart. In previous class we have explained about algorithm. algorithm. Okay, algorithm nothing but that is a step by step procedure. Okay, when first we can write down no algorithm, then after only you can draw flow chart. Okay, there is no algorithm, we can't draw a flow chart. Okay, will depend on the algorithm only we can draw flow chart. Okay, next here you can see flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm. Programmer often use it in program planning tool to solve a problem. What was we are using flowchart? A programmer can planning to solve a problem. That purpose we are using a flowchart. Okay. Here you can see flowchart definition. A flowchart is a step-by-step diagrammatic representation of the logic path to solve a given problem. Suppose one problem is there, that problem logic path we can find out for solving a problem. Okay, that is step-by-step diagrammatic procedure representation. Okay, and flowchart is usual or graphical representation of an algorithm. This is a graphical, okay, or pictorial representation of an algorithm. Okay, the flowchart are pictorial representation of methods to be used to solve a given problem and help a great deal to analyze the problem and plan its solution in a systematic and orderly manner. Okay, next in flowchart we are using only boxes, okay, like oval, next parallelogram, next diamond, next rectangle, lines, those we can use in flowchart. Okay, what is the meaning of flowchart? Definition of flowchart. Flowchart is a step-by-step diagrammatic representation. Step-by-step diagrammatic representation. What is algorithm? That is a step-by-step process. That is a step-by-step process. Okay, to solve a particular problem. Okay, there in algorithm, finite number of steps are there. Okay, in flowchart also finite number of steps are there. Okay, there is no finite number of steps. Okay, that is useless. Okay, finite number of steps are there. Then we can find out a particular. Okay, what is that one? Okay, particular solution. Okay, um, here you can accurate solution, accurate result we can find out when the finite number of steps are there. Okay. Next, flowchart here is a step-by-step diagrammatic uh, representation of algorithm. Okay, when we can represent a flowchart in logical path to solve a given problem. Okay, what is the given problem is here? That given problem, okay, we can solve in logic path. Okay, by using flowcharts. Okay, flowchart is a visual or graphical representation of an algorithm. That is a graphical representation of an algorithm. The flowchart are pictorial representation of the methods to be used to solve a given problem. What is the given problem is there? That given problem we can draw pictorially and represent that in pictorially and we can solve that problem. Okay, that purpose we are using flowchart. Okay, next here you can see a flowchart when translated into proper computer language result in a complete program. Translate nothing but it translate nothing but we can translate our flowchart into what is that one low level language to high level language in computers. Low level language nothing but machine language. Low level language nothing but here machine language and high level language nothing but human readable language. Okay. In low level language, what is the information is there? That is in binary information. That binary information is okay. We can translate into which information human readable form. Okay, human readable form is high level language. Okay, the compiler is there. The compiler can translate low level language to high level language. Okay, high level language is flowchart. Okay, and that what are the our algorithm is here. That algorithm is we can write down in English language. Okay, like English language, like that. What is the information is there? That is high level language. That is converted into low level language. Okay, when low level language is there, that is identified, understand the computer. Okay, then what are those? Okay, C, Java, and C++, these languages all are okay. We can code our information into okay that respected those what are the languages are there. Those languages keywords we can use and we can write down code. Okay, then after we can execute our program. Okay, in computer language, computer programming languages. Advantages. Okay, when we are using flowchart, what are the advantages are there? Okay, what are the advantages are there? Okay, one first one. When we are using flowcharts, when we are using flowcharts, those flowcharts shows the logic of a problem, shows the logic of a problem displayed in pictorial fashion. Displayed in a pictorial fashion. Okay, what are the information is there inside that flowchart? That flowchart shows logical logic of a problem displayed in pictorial fashion, which facilitates easier easier checking of an algorithm. When we can check a algorithm, then easily, okay, we can check easily, okay, our algorithm by using flowchart. Okay, there is no flowchart, we can't understand what is that one. Okay, simple understanding purpose, we are drawing flowcharts. Okay, next, second point you can see. Okay, the flowchart is good. The flowchart is good. When the flowchart is good, okay, that is in a meaningful form. That is in a meaningful form. That information communicate to others. That information. What is the information inside that flowchart? That information communicate to others. Communicate to other. When the other user can see that flowchart, then he was can identified this one this like that which flowchart this one simply can identify by using flowchart. There is no flowchart, the user can't identify. Okay, next, the meaning of that one flowchart is good means of communication. Good means of communication to other users. Communication to other users. Okay, it is also a compact means of recording an algorithm solution to a problem. Okay. Next, third one, the flowchart allows the problem. The flowchart allows the problem. Okay, the problem solver. The flowchart allows the problem solver. Who is the problem solver? Users can solve the problems. Users can allow this flowchart. Okay, what is the problem is there? That problem we can break into smaller parts. We can break into smaller parts. We can that what is the big problem is there? That problem is divide into smaller parts. Okay, break into smaller parts. Again, what are the parts are assigned to different users, they can solve their problems. Then after all those parts are become one. All those parts are become one. Then make a master chart. Then make a master chart. Okay. Next, last one. The flowchart is a permanent record. The flowchart is a permanent record. Okay, the flowchart is a permanent record of the solution which can be consulted, which can be consulted at a later time. At a later time. Okay, suppose we can draw a flowchart. Okay, that is 1 2 years back. Okay, after 2 years back, you want that. Then again you go back and you can see that. Okay, next flowchart nothing but that is a permanent record. That is a permanent record. Okay, that is the differences between. Now, what are the advantages? First one, what? Okay, when we can see a flowchart, when we can see a flowchart, we can easily checking algorithm. We can easily check in the algorithm. Okay, that is flowchart. The first point. Next, second point, good. Okay, when flowchart is good, when flowchart is good means okay, the communication. Okay, when communicate our information to other person can identify, other person can find out easily what is that. Okay, identify easily what is that inside that flowchart. Okay, that type of chart is good flowchart. That type of chart is good flowchart. And third one, okay, there are okay, problem solver can break his problem into smaller parts. When he was break his problem into smaller part, his problem is complicated. Then that complicated problem divide into smaller parts. Those all smaller parts are assigned to different users. Those different users can solve that problem. Then after, what are the solved problems are there? Those all solved problems become make a master chart. Okay, those all are combined into a one problem. That one problem is called a master. That one problem is called a master. We can draw flow chart of those that problem. Then that chart is called a master chart. Next, fourth one, flow chart is a permanent record. This is a permanent record. Okay, okay, these are the advantages of a flow chart. Next, differences. Next, differences. Difference between okay algorithm and flowchart. Difference between algorithm and flowchart. Okay, on that first one, a method of representing the step-by-step logical procedure for solving problem. Okay, it represent algorithm can represent the step-by-step logical procedure. The step-by-step logical procedure for solving problem. For solving problem. Here, step one start, step two read a value, step B print a value, step C stop. Step one what starting start. Step two okay read a value. Next step three print a. Next step four stop. Okay, there we can write down algorithm in step-by-step manner. Okay, that's why we can representing information. Okay, in step-by-step manner. Those steps are logically produced for solving a problem. Okay, what is the problem is there? That problem solution. Okay, step-by-step manner we can solve the problem in algorithm. In flowchart, first point, it is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. What is the algorithm? What is the algorithm is there? That algorithm we can represent diagrammatically. We can represent a diagrammatically. Okay, that is called a flowchart. The next that is the difference. Next, second one contains step-by-step English descriptions. Here we are using a English language. Okay, for step-by-step description manner, we are using English language. Each step represents a particular operation. Each step can represent a particular operation. Okay, operation leading to solution of problem. Leading to solution of a problem. Okay, what are the solution leadings are there? Okay, those leading to solution of problems. That purpose we are using particular operation. Suppose addition of two numbers are there. Okay, here we can do operation add. Here we can do operation add. Okay. Next, second here, flowchart employs a flowchart employs a series of blocks and arrays, each of which represent a particular step in an algorithm. What is the algorithm is the step-by-step manner. By using that algorithm only, we can draw a flowchart. On that flowchart, we can show what are the boxes we can use there. Okay, input and output purpose we are using what and parallelogram starting and stopping purpose we are using it. Oh well, okay, like that decision making box is there. Diamond. Okay, next rectangle box that is procedure. Okay, processing that purpose we are using different types of boxes. Those are particular steps in an algorithm. Next third one, these are particularly useful for small problems. Okay, what are the small problems are there? Okay, those small problems we can solve using algorithm. Okay, complicated. What are the complicated problems are there? Okay, what are the complicated problems are there, programs are there, those programs we can solve by using flowchart. Okay, complicated problem solution purpose we are using flowchart. Next, there simple, smaller and simple problems we can solve by using algorithm. Next, fourth one, for example, programs algorithms prove to be inadequate. Okay, here what are the we can't prove as advocate. Okay, but what are the complex programs are there? Flowcharts, complex programs, flowcharts prove to be advocate. Okay, these are the differences between. Okay, what are those difference between algorithm and flowchart? Okay, ma'am. Next one here you can see symbols used in symbols used in. Okay, symbols used in flowchart. So what are the symbols we are using in flowchart? You can see. Okay, the symbols that we make use while drawing flowchart as given below. Okay, are as per conventions followed by international standard organization. Okay, on that first one vowel. What purpose we are using vowel symbol? When we can write a algorithm, flowchart. When we can draw a flowchart on that first part and last part. First part and last part both are for or we can represent starting and stopping purpose. We are using oval symbol. Oval symbol. On that oval symbol, okay, starting and ending oval symbols we are using there. When we can start a flowchart, machine should start with oval symbol, and when we can stop a flowchart, there also we can use oval symbol. Okay, that is first one oval. Next one parallelogram. Next one parallelogram. That is input and output indicator. That is called input and output indicator. Okay, here you can see. Okay, suppose we are reading and writing values. We are reading and writing values and input values, print values. Okay, those keywords. What are the statements like print, input, read? Okay, that purpose we are using parallelogram. Okay, when a flowchart, okay, to take inputs that and gives the output that purpose using parallelogram. That purpose using parallelogram. Here input and outs are there. Okay, in C language we are writing for input purpose scanf and output purpose printf statements we can use there. Like that in here also in here flowchart okay a parallelogram. This is for input and output. Nothing but reading and writing values, reading and printing values, input and output values purpose we are using, resulted values purpose we are using parallelogram. Okay, the next one process indicator. Process indicator nothing but rectangle. Process indicator nothing but a rectangle. Okay, rectangle is used to indicate any set of processing operations. Any set of processing operations, such as for storing arithmetic operations, such as storing, such as for storing arithmetic operations. What are the arithmetic operations are there? Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, it's modulus operator. Okay, these all are what arithmetic operators. Different types of operators are there. Those different types of operators, relational operators are there. Less than, greater than, or equal to. Okay, these relational operators we can use in okay a decision making box. Decision making box. Okay, there we can use. But in a process indicator, we can use only arithmetic operators. We can use only arithmetic operators. What are the operators? Okay, what are the operations we are doing inside this rectangle? Those all operations are arithmetic operations. Okay, other operations we can't do inside that okay rectangle box. Okay, at decision making statements, decision maker nothing but here diamond is used for indicating the step of decision making and therefore known as decision box. Okay, here decision box are used to test the conditions. are used to test the condition or ask questions. Okay, decision boxes are used to decision boxes are used to test the conditions. Okay, or ask questions and depending upon the answer. Okay, the appropriate actions are taken by the computer. Okay, here you can see what is the information is there. That information, decision making box. Okay, there what are the decision conditions? Condition tested there. Condition is true. Okay, here you can see. Okay, the above one here that is input and these three are outputs. Okay, this one input and these one, two, three, four sides are there. One side is input and second, third, fourth. These three are outputs. Okay, suppose you can take one input and you can take two outputs or more than one outputs you can take by using decision making statements. Okay, next here you can see flow lines. Flow lines nothing but here. Okay, flow lines indicates the direction being followed in the flowchart. The flow lines indicates the direction being followed in the flowchart. Okay, by using those direction lines. Okay, what are the indicate a flowchart indication? Okay, how we can find out the flowchart indication that is top to bottom or bottom to top by using lines, arrow lines. Okay, flow lines. Those are called flow lines. Okay, the arrow may be in any direction. Okay, the arrow may be in any direction. Okay, in a flow chart, every line must have an arrow on it. Every line must have arrow on it, and that arrow shows the direction of flow chart. That arrow shows the direction of a flow chart. That arrow shows the direction of a flow chart. Okay, next one, on page connectors. On page connectors. Circles are used to join the different part of flow charts. Circles are used to join the different parts of a flowcharts, and these circles are called on-page connectors. These circuits are called on-page connectors. Okay, what are the use of circuits? To join different parts of flowcharts. To join different part of flowcharts, and these circles are called on-page connectors. These circles are called on-page connectors. Okay, the uses of these connectors give a neat shape to the flowchart. When we are using these when we are using these types of circles then gives a neat shape to the flowchart. Okay, in a complicated problem a flowchart in a complicated problem a flowchart may run into several pages may run into several pages. Okay, the part of the flowchart on different pages are to be joined are to be joined with each other are to be joined with each other. Okay, the part to be joined are indicated by the circle. Okay, those parts to be joined are indicated by the circle. There is circle, then those are joined. There is circle, then those are joined. Okay, next you can see what are the previous two. First one, what is that one? Oval symbol is there, that is for starting and stopping. Next one, uh, parallelogram is there, that is input output, or what is read and write, or read and print. Okay, that purpose we are using parallelogram. Next, arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operations purpose we are using rectangle. Okay, next, decision making. Here, condition tested. What type of conditions? Okay, those relational operators are there. Relational operators. Okay, less than, or equal to, greater than, equal to, double equal to, not equal to, like that. Those are. Okay, next, arrow mark is the flow. Okay, direction flow. Okay, direction flow, flow direction shows by using arrow mark. Next, page on connectors. Okay, page on connectors is circles. Okay, that is called circles are there. Those circles have one arrow mark is there. Okay, that shows the page. Okay, direction. Okay, These arrow marks are shows the okay direction of flow chart, and these arrow marks are shows the page direction. Okay. Next, some of the simple flow charts are there. Some of the simple flow charts are there. Okay. See here. See here. Okay. Start. Start means what? Which symbol we are using here? Oval. Oval symbol. Start and stop. Okay. Each and every flowchart start with oval and end with also oval. Okay, starting and ending symbols both are vowels. Starting and ending symbols both are vowels. Next, then after we can take some of the inputs. Then after we can take some of the inputs or reading values. Or reading values. Those are M1, M2, M3, M4. Okay, input values, what are those? M1, M2, M3, M4. These are the input values. These are the input values. Okay. Next, then after input values are taken. Okay. Then after what is our program? What is our flow chart? Okay. Determine whether a student passed the exam or not. Okay. One student is passed or not, we can check now. Okay. A student have only four subjects. Okay. On that four subjects values we can read here. Okay. Then after we can add those all four subject marks. Okay, then after we can add those four subjects marks here and divide it by 4. Okay, total number of marks by number of subjects. Total number of marks by number of subjects. Okay, then we got grade. Then we got a grade. Here grade, if grade is less than 60, if grade is less than 60, okay, less than 60 nothing but less than 60%, less than 60%. Suppose four subjects are there, okay, four subjects, 400 by 4, 400 by 4. Okay, then 400 by 4 nothing but 100, 100 into 100. Okay, what is that one? 100. Okay, next 100 nothing but what? That is 25%. 25%. Okay, next for 400 by 4 means here you can see 100. Okay, 100. 100 into what? 10. 100 into 100 by 100 is there. Okay, uh, I 400 is the maximum marks. 400 is the maximum marks by 400. Okay, suppose one student got 200 marks, then that is 50%. Suppose one student got 200 marks, then that is 50%. Okay, then that student here 50 is less than 60. 50 is less than 60. Next 50 is less than 60. That is yes. Then the student was failed. Next no, the student was passed. Next end is there. Okay. Here project starting and ending both we are using vowel symbols and decision making. Decision making purpose we are using what diamond symbol. Decision making we are using diamond symbol, and the diamond symbol we are using relational operator less than or equal to greater than or equal to not equal to, like those symbols we are using here. Okay. Next next flow chart. Okay, this is flow chart. Okay, we can find out largest number, largest of two numbers. We can find out largest of two numbers. Okay, largest of two numbers here you can see starting and ending both you can take vowels. Starting and ending both you can take vowels. Okay. Next input number one and input number two. Both you can take in single box or two boxes. Okay, these are parallelograms. Parallelograms nothing but reading values. Those two are reading the values by using keyboard, and that values are taken and those values here compared. Those values here compared. Okay, number one is greater than number two, then number one is greater. Number one is greater. Okay, false, number two is greater. Okay, suppose number one and greater than number two, then number one is greater than number two, then condition true, number one is displayed. Okay, number one is not greater than number two, then false, number two is displayed here. Okay, next here stop. Okay, starting and stopping purpose we are using vowels. Stopping and stopping purpose we are using vowels, and reading values purpose we are using parallelogram. Next condition tested purpose we are using diamond. Next, these two are also printing the output, displaying the output. That purpose we are using parallelogram. Next one, here this flowchart name. Now we can find out what is this flowchart. C means here centigrade, C means Fahrenheit. Okay, what is the temperature is there? The temperature we convert Fahrenheit to centigrade. Fahrenheit to centigrade. Okay, that equation formula is C is equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32. Okay, here only what is the input is there, F is the input, F value we can read, F value we can read. Okay, then starting, read F, next, then after calculate, then after print, then after end. Starting and stopping both are, okay, vowel symbols. Next, reading F value, input taking the value by using keyboard, that is F. Next, here C is equal to 5 by 9 into F minus 32, nothing but this is a formula calculation. Here calculated what is the input value, so that input value substitute in this equation. Okay, then after printed the C value, we got the result. Okay, next these are the flowcharts. Okay, what are the importance of flowcharts? Okay, here flowchart nothing but this is a logic of a problem displayed in pictorial fashion. Okay, pictorial fashion purpose we are using flowchart, and suppose when we can see a flowchart, the other person can also identify which program that one, which problem that one. He can also solve that problem. Okay, that is communication, good communication. Okay, good communication purpose. Okay, also we can use flowcharts, and here you can see what is the bigger problem is there, that is break into smaller parts. Those smaller parts are, okay, again connected to each other, then make a master chart. Then make a master chart. Okay, the flowchart is a permanent record of the solution. Okay, flowchart is a permanent record. Okay, next differences. What are the differences between flowchart and algorithm? Okay, algorithm nothing but step-by-step logical procedure solving a problem. Step-by-step logical procedure solving a problem. But flowchart nothing but that is a pictorial representation or diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Pictorial or diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Next, step-by-step manner, those steps are we can use English language like a description. Okay, in algorithms, but in flowcharts, we can use blocks and arrows, series of blocks and arrows. Here, blocks nothing but boxes. Boxes. What are the boxes we are using on that oval, rectangle, parallelogram, diamond, like that? Those type of boxes we can use, and those all are connected by using arrows. Arrows shows the direction of flowchart, and there we can also use on page connector. That on page connector connects more than one page. Okay, next third one, these are particularly useful for small problems. Algorithms are used for small problems, and complicated problems purpose we are using a flowchart. Complicated problems purpose we are using flowchart. Okay, what is the definition of algorithm? Okay, algorithm nothing but that is a step-by-step manner, and what is the problem is there? That problem is solved in finite number of steps. That problem is solved in finite number of steps. Okay, like here, flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm. What is the algorithm is here? That algorithm we can draw graphically. Okay, by using that algorithm, we can draw a chart. That chart is called graphical. That chart is called a graphical representation. Okay. Here, definition of flowchart. Flowchart is step-by-step diagrammatic representation of the logic path to solve a given problem. What is the given problem is there? That given problem we can solve by using diagrammatic representation, that is called flowchart. In flowchart, we can represent graphically. Flowcharts are we can represent a graphical manner. Okay. Next, here different types of symbols are there. On those symbols, first one oval. Next, parallelogram. Okay, oval used for starting and stopping. Next, reading and writing or reading and printing, input and output values purpose we are using parallelogram. Next, rectangle operation, arithmetic operations purpose or calculation purpose we are using rectangle. Decision maker, nothing but this is diamond. Diamond is used for decision making when the condition is true or false. Here one is input, four edges are there, one edge for inputting and three edges are output purpose. And next one, lines are there, lines for representing graph flow. Okay, flowchart, direction purpose we are using these arrow marks. Okay, flowchart. What is the flowchart is there? That flowchart, direction purpose we are using. Okay, this one what, right side, downwards, leftwards, outward, upwards, arrow marks are there. And these are used for page connector, on page connectors. We can connect one page to another page by using these page connectors. Okay, this is down or top to down, this is left to right, this is right to left, another one you can go top. And then after these are the simple flow charts. Okay, simple flow chart. First one what, the student is pass or not. Okay, determine whether the student is pass or not by using this flow chart. Okay,